Hello, Magic Casters of all shapes and sizes! My name is Chance, welcome to my Spellbook, and thank you so much for tuning into the 64th episode of our first level spell series! Today we're going to be taking a look at Shield of Faith. This spell is unsurprisingly usable by the Cleric and the Paladin, and it is found in the good old Player's Handbook, so we should all have access to it and be able to review it at our own leisure. That being said, I actually really like this one. I like kind of how it plays out thematically, and I also think it has a pretty good use to it. That being said, let's take a look at its mechanics. Your cast time is one bonus action, which is super excellent, especially if you're a more combat-orientated class, namely the Paladin in this case. Your range is a fairly impressive 60 feet as well, which is great for a defensive spell. The duration is 10 minutes, which is incredible. However, it is worth noting that it is a concentration spell. For that reason, its effectiveness with the Paladin might dwindle a little bit, but it kind of depends on circumstance, and we'll get into that at the end. Its effect, at a glance, add +2 to AC for the duration, which is super great. +2 to AC can make a huge difference in almost any fight I can think of. The components are somatic, material, and verbal, so it is a holy trinity. And in terms of that material component, in case you are curious, it is a small parchment with a bit of holy text written on it. Really cool stuff, and the school, unsurprisingly, is Abjuration, which makes sense because it's protection magic, basically. That being said, let's take a look at its full description and just flesh it out a little bit better. A shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting it a +2 bonus to AC for the duration. Once again, that 60-foot range is quite impressive, and if you're out of healing spells but you still really want to lend some assistance to a friendly or creature of any real orientation, this is a great way of assisting them without directly affecting their hit points. Fantastic stuff. With that out of the way, let's take a look at its alternative uses here. The best alternative use I can think of for this spell in particular is using it to better protect an important NPC or something along those lines, just because, there's a lot of quests you're going to be given that involve escort missions, and this is a great way of kind of hedging your bets in your own favor. That being said, if you have any great ideas, any cool uses, or build ideas for Shield of Faith, please put it down in the comment section below. I really appreciate reading them, and I know everyone else tuning in does as well. With that being said, I want to take a moment to thank our patrons, Marcos G. Guzman Jr., Reyna, Tanner Frazier, Kenny Garcia, Bruce T., and Tato. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the Patreon group. I really appreciate it. We also do the daily live streams from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or ideas, please reach out to me at the live stream, and myself, as well as the fellow contributors, will be more than happy to answer them for you. And if you like that cool looking hand-drawn Warforged on the screen and you'd like your own hand-drawn D&D character picture, please go to the Patreon page and figure out exactly how to do that. That being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. That being said, I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, happy casting.